everyone, welcome back to my floor. I am so excited because today I have some updates, some developments. I wanted to share with you a couple of items that I received and also a very juicy announcement. Pixel, come here. Also, Pixel gets to make an appearance today. What up, YouTube? You smell a little bit. You should go groom yourself. So, first announcement, well, it's really more of an update, is that I got to show my painting from last Sunday's video. This guy, this one right over here, this beauty. I finally got to share that painting with the person who inspired it, and it made him laugh very much, and he helped me create a title for it. We have dubbed it What Lies Beneath the Grease. I would say I'm proud of that title, except he really came up with it. I added the grease on the end, but it was a collaborative effort on all fronts. Aw, you just want to be loved. I can't even really see you. Or how cute you are. I just gave her some catnip, so she's a little high. Second item on the list is that I'm really excited to share with you 2 new items that I've procured for my art adventures. The first, I'm genuinely excited about, pretty much because as soon as I saw it, I knew it was absolutely perfect. If you remember, in a previous video, I had been complaining that all of my overhead shots were subject to me leaning too far over my paper because I like to work on the floor. Well, that hasn't changed. I still like to work on the floor, but I thought maybe if I got one of those folding desk tables. I have one already, but it has been appropriated for my work computer because I work from home. My full-time job is like a teleworking situation at the moment. So I wanted to get a separate one that I can use specifically for art, and it's kind of perfect. Here, let me show it to you. So I have it stored under my futon, which is nice. As you can see, it's just made of plastic, but it's got like this kind of cool faux wood grain top. It's got a sort of slot that you can stick your phone or a tablet or anything you like, honestly, that will fit in that little groove. But what I really like about this is that if you pop the legs down, ooh, oh god, oh, my camera can't even, let me adjust here. It's tall! Look how tall it is! Like, for some perspective, this is my work desk. This is where I keep my work computer, and it's short. It has these adjustments on the legs, and this is the tallest adjustment that it has. And it's still rather short, so I feel like I'm hunched over a lot. Now, this does not have any size adjustments. It's just this or folded down, and that's it, but it's like perfect. It's perfect height. Like if I put like a pad of paper right here, and I start writing, it's like perfect arm height. I feel like I have to sit up straight in order to use it, which is wonderful. I just feel like it's perfect for my back, and it comes with some treats. This side has a drawer, which is very neat, so that'll be fun to store art supplies. And then on this side, you can slide out, this is like a book stand, and the book stand can fit in the groove, or say you're already using the groove for something else. It's got a little arm in the back, and you can place things in it like so. So that's just freaking awesome, and this was pretty inexpensive. I want to say it was like $30 to $35, and I got it on Amazon. And I've already done some test shots with my overhead camera setup just to make sure that you could see everything that I'm doing and I can get a good angle and stuff, and it's perfect. So I'm really, really thrilled about that. I can't wait. Like, I just want to do an art project so that I can feel what it's like to not put so much strain on my lower back while I'm doing it. And now I'll be able to have like a proper human posture. Oh, I tell you what though, it's real stiff. Okay, next item on the list, which I'm really, really excited about, is that I have opened up a Redbubble shop. This is something that has been on my list of things to do for a really long time. I have been looking for different avenues where I could get some art prints sold of my work, and I thought about like having prints ordered and sent here and then I take care of all of like the shipping and all of that stuff, but unfortunately being a one-woman operation in a small home with very little space for storage meant that I couldn't really find a place to put like a bunch of poster tubes and packing materials and all of that kind of stuff. So I have decided that for the time being, I am going to use a third party like Redbubble, and I'm already very pleased with how they operate. It's incredibly convenient. They sell very high quality art prints. I've also realized that a lot of my artwork looks cool on a lot of their like sort of home and stationery accessories. Like there's a lot of my work that looks really neat on a clock. Who knew? Now you can tell time with my artwork on it, if analog clocks are your thing. But I also think that it's incredibly convenient for people like me who are really just kind of dipping their toes into selling art prints, because say something goes wrong, like there's a misprint or there's a shipping problem, Redbubble will take care of all of that for me. They're also incredibly reasonably priced, and the markup that I can put on my own artwork means that I can still get a decent amount of money, while you, the consumer, can still get a very affordable art print if that's something that you want. So I'm really excited, and I really hope that you will take time to look at my shop around if you wish, and if you do end up getting something from my shop, please tag me on social media. You can find all of my information, shop links, social media information, all of that you will find in the description down below. And yeah, if you purchase something, please tag me when it arrives and show me what you got. I'll be so thrilled. Now, the reason why I was able to open this Redbubble shop could not have been made possible if it weren't for I have finally purchased a DSLR camera. I'm so excited. I have been saving up my money for quite a while, and I have to tell you that when I made this purchase, it gave me a lot of anxiety because there aren't too many things that I would drop that amount of cash on. That was a lot of hundreds in order for me to purchase my very first DSLR. I went with the Canon Rebel T7. It doesn't have a lens or anything on it right now, but it is my baby. And one of the things that was sort of like blocking me from being able to make good quality art prints was that I couldn't get high resolution photos. And if I wanted them, in the past, I would just ask other people who were photographers if they would take those pictures for me. That was becoming way too inconvenient for me to have to do in a pandemic situation where we're being kind of discouraged to see other people. And frankly, I didn't think anybody was gonna want to meet up with me anyway. So I decided that because I'm not going anywhere, I'm not spending money on gas and like all of that kind of stuff, it would be a lot easier for me to just be frugal, save up my money, and then use some of that savings on a camera so that I can start taking photographs of my art in high resolution and then upload them to a print website like Redbubble, and then you guys could get crisp, very detailed, beautiful art prints. So rad. Love it. Now, this camera could also be another opportunity for me to film for my YouTube videos. I have to say that at this point, I'm pretty comfortable using my phone camera, and I've only done a couple of video tests with my DSLR for video, but I haven't watched them back yet. That might actually be something that we could do in this video. I could slip in a clip or two of some of my test shots from my first videos that I have recorded with my new camera, and also some pretty photographs that I can share with you, and we can have some fun photography adventures. Lastly, and I think equally important, is that I can finally take some lovely photographs to use as my own art references. Not that I couldn't do that in the past, because to be honest, I have been very satisfied in the past with how photographs have turned up on my phone camera. I think that they have been perfectly adequate, and they've given me some very good references for my paintings that aren't really that blurry or like poor quality. But you know, this is an upgrade. It's still very exciting, and I think it would be interesting for me to start playing with photography a little bit in the future, because that is an art form unto itself, you know what I mean? And it could aid me in ways that I don't even know yet. So this is pretty thrilling. I'm very, very excited to share all of these things with you, and I think that I have some things to do today, And as soon as I'm finished, I will return to all of you. And in the evening time, I think will be a good time for us to play around with the camera and see what we can come up with. This is, well, these are the instructions for the interchangeable lens for my new camera and all of the different types of lenses you can use. It's like the size of a freaking roadmap. I guess it has to be this big because they decided to put every major earthly language on it. Which is good, you know. I'm not bashing that, but I can't keep all this paper. What's going on? Ugh. That's better. I just ripped off the parts that I needed because I'm a selfish English-speaking person. I don't need all of this paper. I don't need you! Okay, I got all of my chores done for the morning. Feel on top of my game. Ugh. So I think it's time for us to start playing and taking photographs. And unfortunately, it got real cloudy. Actually, that may not be unfortunate. That may be to my benefit, because overcast lighting seems to work pretty well for photography, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody else is a photographer, you're free to correct me because I am a noob and I know nothing. Okay, so I did already take a couple of pictures, and of course it was of my cat. Because how can you blame me? She's a beauty queen. But I would like to get a few more video clips and maybe take some more aesthetic photographs. Maybe I'll walk down to the river. Ooh. And we'll do that. I'm scared. I haven't left my home with my camera yet and I'm worried. I'm sure if I'm careful, everything will be fine. Right, it doesn't appear to be raining anymore. It was drizzling a little bit earlier. I'm also doing all of this on my own with absolutely no help. Phone in one hand, camera in the other. I'm sure I'll garner a few looks, but that's okay. At the very least, it seems pretty quiet out today. Some chirping birds here today. The snow is starting to melt and you can just sort of smell spring on the way. That's always nice. Now, because of the time of year, I really don't think I'm going to find anything very colorful. Oh, almost tripped, holy crap. Oh, the river's all high because and running really fast because of all the snow melt. The problem is that I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see! But it's so humid today that I didn't want them to fog up. We're also right next to the road, so there's gonna be a lot of traffic noise. Whoa. Check it out. I like this lichen. Maybe I'll try taking pictures of that. Oh, I need to focus. You hang out down there for a hot second. This is so herky-jerky. It's definitely amateur hour. But that's how you learn, right? You're not supposed to be perfect at something the first time you try to do it. Thing is, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stay out here actually because it's cold. I can already feel my fingers kind of going numb. Oh, here. This thing is really cool. I wonder if I can get like a really cool shot of that. So because of my terrible eyesight and the fact that my fingers are starting to get too cold to carry on, I think I am gonna go back inside. This was ambitious of me. It was an idea, you know, I'm full of those. They're not always good ideas. But we can go back inside and do a test video so that I can check to see how the microphone on this works, because there is an internal microphone in the camera. And I found out the hard way by ordering one that external microphones are not compatible with this particular model of Canon cameras. So I think it's a very needed experiment to see how well the actual microphone that is installed in the camera fares. My fingers are like turning bright red. It's so cold. Still technically winter. TBH, it's almost March, and that means that daylight savings is coming, which means longer evenings where I can go for walks after work. And as the weather gets nicer and we start tipping into spring, this city gets so charming and beautiful in the springtime when everything starts to flower and we get more color on the trees and stuff like that. So this might be a subject worth revisiting in a future video. Oh, warmth. Oh, my face is red. Sanctuary. Ooh, I'm all red. Okay, so I want to do I'm just gonna put my phone right here and we'll do a test like so. This is the record button. I think we're live. Hello. This is my deep, enigmatic voice. Oh God, it hurts my vocal cords to talk that way. Well, this has been fun. This is a test shot of self-photography, videography. Check 1, 2. This is a test. I feel like I have to do something else. What should I do? I should also use this to my advantage so that if I wish to switch between cameras, I can talk to my heart's content at each one. Like a newscaster. This is awkward. I think I'm done. I think that's good enough for right now. I'm too awkward for this. Okay, hi again. Oh, my hair. I am coming to you from my desk, which is where I edit my videos. See, there I am. And none of that video that I recorded with my DSLR was in focus, so we're gonna try to figure that out in the future. This has been fun and strange. And I will brush up on my photography skills in the future, I promise. Until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Please subscribe if you want to see more awkwardness, and hit that like button because I need a boost to my self-esteem. I will see you again on Sunday where we will create more art, and until then, ciao everyone.
Are you enjoying the paper? You like making the crinkle sounds?
You love that paper.